Okay, so hello and welcome back to Gumane's Coins and Banknotes, and today we have a video about $100 note. So you have this banknote and you're not too sure on its actual value. Well, basically these ones are circulated, so you can see, there you go, you can see it has a lot of folds in it. So if you have a banknote in that condition, these are worth just face value, $100. This one seems to be a lot better and pretty much uncirculated also. Probably we have a center fold, but these ones are dated 2008. Now how you check the dating, you have the prefix, which is 2 letters. The first 2 numbers are the date of the banknote production, and we've done that since 1993. And then we have 6 numbers, which is just the number of the banknote. Okay, so basically this is a green banknote, and it has been green since 1996 when they replaced the grey banknote that was in circulation. And on this side we have Dame Melly Melba, who was an Australian opera singer. And the funny thing about these two people on this banknote is that they both passed away in 1930. So we have various features that identify or go along with the person. So the first thing you'll notice is a portrait of her, and that portrait is from a photograph in a 1909 autobiography by Angus Murphy. So it is a photo, and it's a facing portrait. And below we have her name, so all these banknotes have her name, but before 2002 they didn't have it, which caused confusion because people pretty much didn't know who this person was. Okay, now the background here is Her Majesty's Theatre in Sydney, and she performed in it in 1911, so you can see her performing, and she's coming through a doorway. Now this is the 1902 logo of her tour, and it's a monogram, and it has D in them, so it has her initials. And here we are part of it as well, concert tour, and this is her signature. And in the background we have a lot of patterns in the features. On this side we have the superb lyrebird, so you can find them in King Lake in northern Melbourne. And they do have a security window, and this one is the Australian coat of arms. So that's just a thinning of the plastic. And in cursive writing we have Australia. A lot of people can't write like that anymore, although the signatures are also in cursive writing. A lot of people write separately because really there's no point in writing cursive anymore because we have computers that do a lot of work. So on the other side we have Sir John Monash, and he was a military person. He was an engineer, soldier, civic leader, and he was head of the Australian Imperial Forces, or the Army, in 1918 in some successful campaigns, I believe mostly on the Western Front in France and Belgium, and also in the Middle East. So, and he helped these soldiers transition to civilian life. Now, there would have been a person in all wars that actually done that, because most military people were needed after the military conflict. Okay, he helped build this Shrine of Remembrance, and also he served as Vice Chancellor of the Melbourne University from 23 to 31. Okay, so he passed away in 1931, not 1930. Okay, so what we have on this banknote is we have the Light Horseman, so this is a mobile infantry. You have Simpson and his donkey, so he's pretty well known as a medical transport in Gallipoli, and he was actually killed there. So, and that's his donkey. We have the rising sun and the crown of the Anzac emblem, and this is the full one there, so you can't actually reproduce this without permission from the military. And here we have light horsemen as well. And on this side we have an artillery barrage. I believe that's on the Hindenburg line. And it's titled Artillery in the Royal Valley. I can't even know how to pronounce that. And it's the 2nd Australian Division attacking Hindenburg line. Okay, so if you want to know any other security features, we have the 7-pointed star, so the Federation star, so each point represents a state, and the last point represents all the other territories. Now, also you can see the watermark on this side, coat of arms, and also, okay, got torch there, got UV. So the UVs, the serial numbers come up. This serial number comes up. Also, should be 100 somewhere. Let's have a look on the actual banknote. Okay, 100 should turn up here. Maybe if I turn. Okay, so maybe not all of them. Okay, I don't see 100 on that. So it doesn't mean it's counterfeit because it has the other watermarks, just maybe some dates don't have the actual UV feature. We see, okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't see 100. Oh well, maybe it's just something that they forgot to actually print on it. Anyway, so let's go. So the signatures are Evans and Cleary. Anyway, we'll have a look. Okay, so the banknote serial numbers, we have 2008. You can get this on the Reserve Bank of Australia website. So they printed all denominations that year. And 4 to 100, the first is the AA prefix, and there's nearly 1 million, so it's probably one less. And the last prefix, EL, so that had about, I think, 600 and something thousand, so probably 680,000. So really that's a lot less, but it's not as low as like the $10. Which only had 655,000 notes printed for the first and last prefix. Then you got the 50s, which the last prefix only had 50,000, so that's the scarce one. And so really, but the signatures are Stevens and Henry, and they're all the same. And okay, so 2008, first prefix, yeah, they barely sell for $150. And I'd say with inflation, it's probably better off just spending it or investing in something else like silver. Okay, last prefix, 150. Yeah, even the last prefix is struggling to get $150. So, okay, so here we have the RBA inflation calendar. So $100 in 2008 is, well, last year, $155. So really, these are not covering inflation. So, but we know that inflation's a lot higher than whatever that is. Okay, so basically these ones, $150, are not covering inflation. I'll probably keep the last prefix, but anything else, I would just actually spend. So is it uncirculated? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Don't see any damage, so I'm going to say that's uncirculated until you actually have any evidence that it's not. Okay, so and then we've got other ones, $150. So we'll see if any of them actually sold. Okay, so first and last prefix are struggling at 150. All the other prefixes, no. You're not going to, they're just too high. Okay, 142. Yeah, really? Okay, 150, last prefix sold for. So anyway, that's what you're going to be buying these banknotes for. So really, I don't give investment advice, but if I wanted to invest, I wouldn't be investing in any of this stuff. Anyway, So that's the $100 note from 2008. Quite a nice banknote. It's my second favourite banknote after the $5 paper banknote, which I quite like. And if I was going to get these for myself as investing, yeah, I myself would not. I would just spend these because they're all damaged. And even if they are uncirculated, just not really worth keeping for myself. But anyway, if you got a collection of Australian banknotes, you just need one of these in uncirculated grade in your collection. Thank you. Have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time, and take care.